Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we've got some global info. This is good, global W, because I know global has been very quiet. There's not been a lot going on. This is normal though. Again, I have seen a lot of people very upset this year with how slow things are, but that certainly can be attributed, I think, to global being several months behind. And then if JP is not dropping like, you know, oh my god, hype characters, then that means global is getting characters that aren't hype on release on JP, but they're getting them months later, right? Which I think is more of an issue. We will be moving into the global 8th anniversary very soon. Super BUU is the final banner before the global 8th anniversary, and you know, there is some negativity around the anniversary for sure, but I am quite confident that the opinions and thoughts of negativity on that anniversary will flip once it actually does arrive on Global Dokkan, right? So, they tweeted out Super BUU is officially revealed. Oh yeah, here's Goat Rush right there. Alright, so let's just jump in. Let's take a look at Super BUU. So, Super BUU. I do think Super BUU is good. Super BUU does have tools. What's funny is I felt like Super BUU was the single strongest Super Battle Road character in the game for a week and a half. And then Piccolo Jr. came out. But Super BUU can be very nasty, right? His AoE is super powerful, but Super BUU does also have the ability to guard in here. Now, Super BUU's design is a little bit weird. He's got some flaws. I mean, a lot of people spend a lot of time telling me that, oh, the problem is you're using Super BUU as a slot 1 character, and he is not a slot 1 character. Except for the fact that it's like he's got sort of a bunch of slot 1 mechanics, right? So BUU gets an additional that has a high chance to be a super within the same turn that guard is activated. So BUU does need to be targeted with an attack before he attacks in order to get his additional. So that could make BUU a little bit more effective against, say, 8th anniversary Sin Shenron, or, you know, maybe like, I don't know, Red Zone Broly or something like that. Or I guess the Cell Max fight has got AoEs as well, right? But the issue with this character is more so he doesn't have a great team to run him on. You could run this guy in the Gamma setup, and it's effective. You could run him on Kale's team, and it's effective, but it doesn't mean that this guy's got a great team, a great setup to be on. Right now, I still think this is the worst pick, probably, for a character this year thus far. This guy is completely nonsensical. I mean, I guess, damn, it is hard to say it with their third base form Goku. No, that has to be the winner of worst pick. But, like, BUU was bad as well, because BUU doesn't have a 200% team. He has 0 200% teams. He's not really on some heavy team where he's super competitive with a bunch of characters. They just kind of released him, and it's like he is strong, but he's not really doing much or anything. Like, it's just like, this is not, I think, an example of what a good release would be. Now, at the same time, we don't know what their release schedule looks like. For all we know, Tanabata is, I don't know, BUU Saga. We're going to get Carnival LR Kid BUU. And then Worldwide Download Celebration, we're going to get a Dokkan Fest LR Buhan. Easily we could. Like, if that was the case, retroactively, I would be like, okay, you know, I like Super BUU's inclusion. Because Super BUU, because it's like Golden Frieza last year. Golden Frieza was in a bit of a, Golden Frieza was way better, but he's in a kind of a similar thing where, remember, his major team where he was a god was Cooler's team, which came out several months later. So perhaps BUU is going to get a team later this year. But that's why it can be difficult to properly evaluate some of these things. I think the base Goku, no matter what, there's nothing, like, that's just stupid. It's foolish. BUU could be turned into a decent release, though, with other powerful Majin Buu characters, right? To give him setups to be used on. But in terms of, like, a banner to summon on, if you're a global player, like, no way. Let me pull up his banner. BUU did one really good thing for us, and that's he introduced the 7-unit yellow coin banners. Alright, so let's take a look at what BUU is rocking with. 7 units. Whew. Man. Wow. This is... Oh my god, this is rough. Like, Boo Piccolo with an Easy A could be pretty solid, but the chances that he gets his Easy A anytime soon are slim. I mean, we have seen banner units get the Easy A's even before the characters that they awakened from his medals, right? Topo and Dispo, right? Remember that they Dokkan awakened with EGL Evolution Blue Vegeta and STR Jiren's medals. Who is it? It's Dispo. Dispo awakens with STR Jiren medals. And STR, that was 3 years ago. Dispo literally EZA'd like exactly 3 years ago. It was like July of 2020 when Dispo EZA'd. And STR Jiren still has an EZA'd, right? So, who knows? This guy with an EZA could become pretty good. It would be smart. I think worldwide, kind of having like a big Boo theme could be good, right? Like a new Fat Boo, a new Kid Boo, a new Buhan. There is so much they could do with Majin Buu to sort of flesh out. I mean, we could flesh out some decent teams with Majin Buu characters. Worldwide, like, let's look at Worldwide Chaos real fast. This could be turned into a very competitive team, right? Because you have all the Goku Black characters, all the Fusion Zamasu characters, all the Cell characters. Goku Black is on here. All the Boos are on here, right? Like this, you could turn this into a very good team. So this is what I would like to see Dokkan do is, I feel like, you know, especially superclass characters, they could do whatever and it's fine. But villains, you know, I think what Dokkan did in 2022 thus far, I think has been Dokkan's best year by far ever, easily. And I definitely think that is kind of like a double-edged sword in that 2023 has not been on the same level so far as 2022. And it's upsetting people a lot, right? The way they built Cooler's team, LR Golden Frieza into LR Final Form Cooler into LR Metal Cooler, and then they released a bunch of complementary pieces for the team as well at the same time, is really good, right? The Metal Cooler Army EZA, the free-to-play character, the Tech Cooler free-to-play character, the STR Cooler EZA, right? They even gave us, I mean, I feel like Angel Golden Frieza's EZA was an intended buff for the Wicked Bloodline team, but the character just ended up being way underpowered. So, it's like, I'm looking with Boo. I would like to be a little bit optimistic about him. Whereas, again, our third base Goku, F him. But this Boo could become something. He's good. He has tools, right? I would say my biggest gripe with this character is this. He should just guaranteed guard. If I was to change, like, I've used this guy quite a bit. If I was to change him, I would give him guaranteed guard. And then this, we could just give him, like, another additional. Like, you know, a guaranteed additional super if there's a Buu Saga or Fuse Fighter enemy. I think that would be the way to do this character. He can be hurt, you know, pretty badly, I guess, in slot 1. Like, even though he's guarding, he could take some damage. But after he's one of these characters where after he supers, he can be pretty good. And he's got, like, HP conditions all over the place here. Boo is good, but, you know, there certainly are some flaws. This guy also does have one of the strongest active skills in the game. This is easily one of the most powerful active skills in the game. The huge damage, the 40% HP regen, and the attack break, pretty good. I do like that. It is a pretty strict condition, though. I mean, I guess that from the 5th turn, HP under 60%. I guess if he had a strong team, right? Like, imagine how nasty a team could be, like, with all these Majin Buu characters, man. It would be really fun. I hope they do that. I hope, like, last year they did the Cooler team. This year they did the Majin Buu team. I think people would be very pleased with that, because that would mean Kid Buu, right, would be getting his LR, which I think is a big thing that people do want. Because, I mean, every single LR that comes out, it's like, oh, this before LR Kid Buu. It's like, yeah, we got it. I mean, Zangia got an LR before Kid Buu. I mean, Zangia LR, you know, Bojack came out in 2017. Like, yeah, we could say about any character. Now, Boo doesn't come by himself. There's a chain battle, there's a burst mode, you know, they always release super battle road stages, and then the sub EZAs as well. These Gotenks are solid. They're not super crazy, but these guys are not zeros, right? Like, this guy's a rapid growth support type unit, and he's got some dodges there as well. And then this Gotenks also has got some dodges, right? Like, these Gotenks characters, these are a good example of, I call it, like, strengthening, like, the floor of your box or something like that, right? Like, It's really buffing kind of like the back end of your box for something like Battlefield, or, you know, strengthening your heavenly events category. Where's your heavenly events category, your special pose category, your time limit category, right? That's what sub EZAs like this are for. I think that the SCR Gotenks maybe could have been made a little bit better. This sucks because this does not proc until Gotenks attacks. Right, that's where this guy could have been made a little bit better, but I do really like the EGL Gotenks, right? I mean, you got the orb changing, you have the support, you got the dodge. That's what we like to see, right? This is a solid sub EZA. So there is actually some stuff that is coming to Global Dokkan, you know, before the anniversary hits. So let me know what you guys think of BUU. Again, I probably shouldn't need to tell you guys you have to skip this. Even if you pull BUU, he doesn't do anything for you. Like, he doesn't have a 200% leader skill. This BUU is, like, the only character that's come out in, like, the last... When was the last major character, so we're talking Dokkan Fest or LR character, who's released without a 200% leader skill? It would have to be, like, a Yellow Coin LR, is what it would have to be. Was it Golden Frieza? It's actually probably LR Golden Frieza before this guy, because every Dokkan Fest has their own 200% leader skill. The Carnival LRs, of course, are 200% leader skill characters as well. Because Fusion Zamasu was on Vegeta and Trunks' 200%, even if he doesn't work the greatest on there. I think it was Golden Frieza. Yeah, Super BUU is the last character to come out without a 200% leader skill since LR Golden Frieza last June. And that's not good. That's why I think Super BUU was a bad release. But again, they easily could fill out a team for him over the rest of this year. If they do that, it's a W. But they do need to follow through with it. I want characters to come out who would buff Super 17, Kale, Super BUU. These three characters have potential, but they need help. So I looking forward, you know, Tanabata, I want like a fusion, right? But like after that, like I'm just gonna start eyeing like help for those characters. I would like that they not do. Remember what they did with LR Super 17 2 years ago, where they dropped him and then he gets a team months and months and months later, and he's already like, you know, I don't want to see that happen again. So let me know what you guys think of BUU. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.